salutations! This is Imperator Vespasian and his trusty sidekick.
Hello!
We're bringing you today Primaris Space Wolves. These are Space Marines of the Primaris founding? Whatever the Primaris are called. And they're Space Wolves, so they're pretty straightforward. So, what do we know about Space Wolves?
They're wolves.
They're wolves. Yeah,
that attribute. That makes them
they
wolves.
have a unfortunate tendency to turn into werewolves, which is quite embarrassing for them. And let's have a look. Right, we have standard Primaris Space Marines, which are, this is just straightforward Primaris Space Marines. There's nothing Space Wolfy about them whatsoever. And then we get the Primaris pattern Terminator armour, which is fine. What makes them Space Wolves is these. And these are, well, first of all you get a character, a hero, whatever you call it, champion, who's a Primaris with a wolf cloak. And then you get some these two sprues here, which turns all of your Space Wolves into, all of your Primaris Marines into Space Wolves. They're shoulder pads and Space Wolfy themed heads and chainswords, which is quite cool, really. And that's the reason I got the box, because I'm not going to be doing Primaris Space Wolves, because I honestly don't think that Primaris Marines really fit into Space Wolves very much.
Could.
Yeah, well, no. The Space Wolf Primaris Marines, when they were issued to the Space Wolves, the Space Wolves just put them on the edge of their empire and keep them away. Because remember, the Space Wolves have a secret, don't they? What's the secret of the Space Wolves?
Not a clue.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
Well, they're called Space Wolves for a reason, aren't they?
Yeah, because they become. Oh, yeah. Because they become werewolves.
Yes, yes. That they grow fangs and.
Just as the Blood Angels start taking blood from people.
Yes, yeah. It's interesting. A lot of people have been speculating on the death. Sanguinus died as a Blood Angels, isn't it? Isn't it Blood Angels? Yeah, the Blood Angels. Sanguinus died fighting Horus, and he was dead, and they took his body home and sealed it in a sarcophagus. Thing is, what's the flaw in their gene seed?
Sanguinus is the head of the Blood Angels, yeah? Primarch for Blood Angels.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their flaw is that when they get angry, or is it stressed?
Stressed and anger put together.
They become vampires.
Yeah, they turn into vampires.
Hence the name Blood Angels.
So Sanguinus is a vampire lord who's currently dead, officially. So it's quite easy for him to come back in law, because
he's a vampire.
He is a vampire. So they could quite easily bring him back. In fact, the only thing wrong with Robert Gilman, is that he was wounded, and so he was kept in stasis. So all they had to do was just fix his wounds. That was easy. It's even easier with some of the others. Although the leader of the Iron Hands was actually killed by a demon in battle, and his spirit was brought back by the Emperor during the war for the Webway Gate on the Battle of Earth. The Webway Gate in the Imperial Palace.
Who is your Primarch?
What? Who's Primarch?
Your Primarch for your Marines.
Rogaldom. His fist's still around.
What?
They found his fist.
You mean they found his sword?
His sword and his fist, yeah. I would assume the fist was holding the sword, but they found his sword and the fist, which is quite interesting. Yeah, they also found, when they found his sword, it was the Soul Drinkers who found his sword. And the Tech Priests betrayed the Soul Drinkers, which is how come the Soul Drinkers ended up becoming traitors. It's a long story. So, as I said, we're not going to be using them as Primaris Marines. Go on, any more?
No, you are going to be using as Primaris.
Yes, we are going to
not
be
for
using
Space Wolves.
Yes, we're not going to be using Space Wolves. I want these to convert some other miniatures with. And the cheapest way of doing it, because I wanted some Primaris Marines anyway, so I figured I'd get this and use the Primaris out of this, so I can get hold of these.
I think half of mine so far are Primaris.
Yes.
Most of them. I think 2/3 of Primaris. That's what was in that.
Well, you are a Crusading chapter, so...
You mean the secret chapter?
Yes, the secret chapter you're doing is a Crusading chapter, so it makes complete sense that they would get Primaris Marines. And after all, your chapter master, the founder of your chapter is...
Roberto Gilman.
Yes, Mr. Gilman himself. The chapter runs... Actually, we'll go into the history of the Space Wolves in the Space Wolf video.
We're not just Space Wolves.
No, we are doing Space Wolves. I'm doing Space Wolves, but I'm not doing Primaris Space Wolves.
So these...
I'm doing normal Marine
So these
Space
are the
Wolves.
Black Templars then?
No, they're not for the Black Templars. They're for another chapter of Dawn. We're going to be support troops for the Black Templars.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know what you're doing.
You know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I want to explain it to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Because all my Black Templars are normal Marines. So I don't want to mix Primaris with normal Marines in a chapter. It's fine for you, you're a Crusading chapter.
Yep.
So there, that's fine. And what else we got to add?
That's it.
Is that it?
I think so.
Is that the entire thing?
Unless you got something else up your sleeve.
Well, I want to pick up a box of command for Primaris.
But
That's
you
all.
don't like Primaris?
Yes, because I'm doing a chapter entirely based on Primaris Marines.
Okay.
So the entire chapter can then use the same equipment and everything, like all the hovercraft stuff and all that stuff. Because normal Marines can't use Primaris stuff. Because Primaris use crawl pattern armour, which is not gear and armour and weapons, and they can't use that. Yeah. The Primaris armour comes from the Eurasian technocracy, which was one of Horus's, one of the things that Horus used to, he murdered the Eurasians, and the Eurasians were all equipped with Primaris Space Marine armour and Primaris weapons. And so these people had it to STC. Okay, this is really long. This is a really long story, so we'll go into it at another time. But basically, that never mind. I'm not going to go into that. It's just too complicated. We're just doing Space
What's
Wolves.
that? You clicked on the video for Space Wolves?
Yeah, no.
Imbeciles.
We'll keep that until I do my Primaris army, which is the beginnings. These are the infantry and Terminators for that army. So look out for a Space Wolves video very shortly. And then we'll go into the actual...
That's me.
Bless you. It used to be illegal to say that. In fact, it used to be illegal to sneeze, didn't it? You could get arrested for sneezing. That's an interesting one. That's a whole other story to do with the Inquisition. Anyway, yeah, so we'll just leave it at that. Because otherwise we're going to get all complicated talking about other stuff.
You've already confused them.
I have already probably confused them.
You're doing like 4 chapters.
Yes. No, I'm not doing 4
You're doing
chapters.
3 chapters.
I'm doing, technically I'm doing 3 chapters.
You're doing 3 chapters.
Technically I'm doing 3 chapters, but I'm going to be using 1 chapter to support the guys there in black.
Yeah, I'm being normal and only doing 1 chapter.
Yeah, you're doing 1 full chapter.
Yeah, I'm normal.
Yeah, you're doing that.
Then there's you.
Then there's me. Well, we've got lots of chaos though to do.
Yeah, I'm not doing the extra job.
Yeah, we've got huge amounts of chaos. Yeah. Anyway, the Space Wolves will deal with the chaos for us, and so will the Templars as well. They'll deal with the chaos for us as well.
What your chaos?
I mean, my chaos is just chaos.
But you've got your chaos army.
Well, it's technically my chaos army.
But it is.
Well, since your mother's decided she doesn't want to do Slaanesh anymore.
No, she does. Maybe.
We don't know. She's now saying she doesn't want to do Slaanesh. So we've got all this Slaanesh stuff, so that's just going to be on the table, we use it as scenery. No, I give up. Right, so that's the end of the video.
Indeed.
I can't think of anything else to say.
Well, I'm unemployed now when it comes to the outro, so I think we just say bye.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So look out for a Space Wolf video coming soon, when we'll go into a bit more Space Wolf lore for them. So sorry for anyone who tuned in for Space Wolf lore, you'll get that later. But yeah, that's just us signing out. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Bye.